Good evening, good afternoon, YouTube. Once again, this is Dre, New Styles Mobile Barber Cuts by Dre. I'm back in the building for another episode, spin-off of that 100K challenge. Today we're going to be talking about why it's so important to have a website or a booking app. I'm gonna give you my reasons on why that's so important. We're gonna break that down. Always, before we get started, I'd like to give you my intro, so we'll be right back in just a second.
Number one of my class.
All right, we are back, and today's topic is why a website and a booking app is so important to barbers. That's right. Very important to barbers out here, a website and a booking app. I don't see a lot on YouTube about that, and I'm going to break down the reasons why that is so important to getting the income that you want to make, being able to build your clientele, being able to increase your profits. Very important. I'm shooting live once again in our newly renovated studio, in our recording studio, but this is our podcast section of the studio. On the other side there, you see the green screen. That's where we shoot all our production at. That's where I shoot my videos anyway, and my mobile barber videos right over there in front of the green screen. So today we're going to get started with this video. Bear with me. I'm going to go over there and I'm going to jump over there on that side, get on the green screen, and we'll be right back. So just bear with me real quick. I'm going to just throw this photo on here real quick as I go over here to the green screen section, get set up for this video. All right. I'm back over here on the green screen part. Let me see if I can get this set real quick for y'all. You got a lot going on, a lot of back and forth. All right, back over here in the building. Dre Cuts by Dre. Today we're going to be talking about why it's so important to have a mobile app or a website. My preference is a website. You know, you can get a mobile app or a website, but it's very important to get either one of these because that's how you increase your clientele. You know, I got this episode on this 100K challenge, how to get to $100,000. I'm sure you might have seen my previous episode on how much you can charge for a haircut, trying to get there. Well, one of the very most important things you can do to try to get your income up, raise your income by 20% or 100K. I always do that 20% in because, like my previous video, it's not always possible to get to the numbers where you might think you can get. It's all based on your market, the basic principles of supply and demand. But today we're going to talk about the very important website, that website or that mobile booking app. And the reason why those things are very important is because a booking app allows you to spread your customers out. You know, if you're a very busy barber, you got a lot of clientele, it's impossible to cut everybody on the weekends when most people want to get their haircuts on Friday, on Saturday, because they're going out, weddings, all kind of different functions might be going on. It's impossible to cut everybody at the same time. So you might, if you don't have a booking app or a website, you're going to have a whole flux of people, a whole bunch of people piling into the barbershop at one time trying to get a haircut from you, and you're just not going to be able to service them all. You're going to end up losing some clientele. They're going to start going to other barbers in the shop or either other barbers in other barbershops because you're not available when they need or want their haircut. Now, what a website does or a booking app does, it allows you to spread your customer base out across the week. You know, when they go on your website, they go on your booking app and they make an appointment, they may see, man, his Fridays is filling up fast. Let me hurry up and get an appointment on Friday. Or if Friday and Saturday is already booked, they might say, wow, I really want Dre to cut my hair. I really want this particular barber to cut my hair. I'm gonna have to book him on a Thursday, or I might have to book him next Tuesday, or the busier you get, people might start booking you, weeks in advance. That also will determine and help raise your prices. It falls back to my previous video on how much you charge. A booking app will actually help you to increase your prices because as you become more booked, supply and demand, we talked about that in another episode. As you become more booked, you can actually start to raise your prices because your demand is very high and your supply, which is you, is starting to get very low. So that allows you to increase your prices. But you can only do that if you have a booking app or a website. I do take walk-ins when I'm not busy. If I'm in the shop and I'm not busy, I do take walk-ins. I'm not telling anybody they should not take walk-ins. But in order to get to the levels of success that you want to get to in this particular business, you will need a booking app or a website. So today, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over my actually website, my booking app for you real quick. Just give you a quick example of that. Yeah, we done switched up. Now I'm up in the barbershop. Right here on the screen up top is a home screen of my actual app. This is what you log into my app. You'll see this. And the reason why I like actual websites opposed to booking apps like the Cuts app. I'm not knocking any app now. You can get whatever it is that you want, but like the Cuts app and there's other apps out there, Booksy. Those are good apps to have, but I don't like them per se because when you go on those apps, they display other barbers. They have other barbers across the bottom of the screen. And say you're booked on the weekends or you're booked out, and this person really wants a haircut, they can actually look down at the bottom and see some other barbers in that area, click them on and see if they're available, and they might just like the way their pictures are and just might like like the location or whatever it might be, and they may go to them. You could potentially lose a client or a customer just because you're on an app like Booksy or the Cuts app and they're actually displaying other barbers. So I don't particularly like that too much. My particular website, what you see on the screen, it's just going to be me. When you go to my website, you're not going to have the option to see nobody else but me. I'm not knocking any other system. Don't get me wrong. Whatever you like, that could actually benefit you being on a website or an app like Booksy or the Cuts app where there are other barbers down there. Because just like somebody could choose another barber, they might be on another barber's page and see you down there at the bottom and choose you. So you could even gain customers that way. So I'm not knocking that aspect. I'm just showing you what I use and what I think is successful, and that's your own website. The website that I use is called Elementor. I'm not sure if you can see it across the top, but it's Elementor by WordPress. It's a website in which you can actually build yourself with a little bit of knowledge. And of course, going on YouTube and reading tutorials, I've actually built my website out myself. I put a video right here up top. When you log in, you can actually see a video of kind of what you're getting, my mobile setup. Then I have another video here of actually the inside of my mobile van. And then as you scroll down, you get to the actual booking parts. Down at the bottom, if you press play there, it'll actually go to an actual commercial that I have, from start to finish, a commercial that I did for my whole process. So we're not going to play that commercial right now. I guess I can stop it. Okay, let me reload the whole thing, and I guess that'll stop it. Okay, so back to the actual website. I like it because I can personalize it how I want to personalize it. So I have a booking section here. If you click book here, it'll actually show you my services. Now, these are my services. These are my prices you can see in my area. I'm in Virginia. I'm not in the highest of markets. So like on my last podcast that you seen, my last episode, we talked about how much you can charge for the area that you're in. Now, I'm not saying that you got to lowball it. You depending on your talent, you can probably get a lot more than what I'm getting. But based on my area and supply and demand, these are about the prices that make me the most successful right now. And my prices have gone up over time and slowly can go up. But once again, it's all going to depend on supply and demand. So if you stroll through my website, this is actually what you would see on your phone if you was to scroll through. You can upload your own pictures when you have a personal page like Elementor, and you can take pictures of your haircuts, and then you can upload them right on your website. Type in what you want, the services, how you want it to look. Very efficient, very efficient. I love this, man. You have a portfolio part on here where you can actually display, a lot more of your haircuts to the clients, and they can get an idea of what they're getting before they get to you, and they can see the professionalism that you provide. That's one reason why a website is so important. I also have an about page on my website where you can read a little bit about myself, and I post my barber's license right here on my website. So the address you might see, this is my actual shop address, so that's not my home address. So don't think I'm giving out no information there. But you can actually go in there and see, my barber's license, see that I am a professional, see that I am an actual master barber. That helps. Every little thing helps, and it gives you a little bit more pictures of my shop, and the mobile van. And I got a picture here of one of my barbers. That's actually my son in the shop as well. So I give you a little bit of insight of my business. So when you go on the website, you can see, okay, this guy's professional. I'm gonna give him a shot, man. I'm gonna see, what he got going on. So you go to the services part. I also have policy on here too. That's another thing with websites. You can actually post your policy on here. You might can't see it due to the screen, but it'll talk about certain things, COVID-19 precautions that we use. And I also have a products page on my website as well. See, these are things that you can do to help increase your income, man. Definitely, these things definitely help get you to the level that where you want to get. This products page right here, I sell brushes, combs, do rags, styling gel, sponge, picks. And you might be like, well, where does he get all these things from? I just go to the local beauty supply store because you're a licensed barber in most areas. I'm not sure about your area, but in my area, they'll give you 10% off, if you're a professional barber and you show your license. So you can just go to the local beauty supply store, pick up their items and resell them. Just mark them up a few dollars. These brushes, beauty supply store, they might cost $2.50. I sell them for $5 on my website. And the reason why you can mark them up and get that extra dollar is because, convenience means a lot to people. If you have that brush or that comb or that product that you're using on their hair and you have it right there in front of them, they'll give you $5 because they don't have to go to the beauty supply store not only to look for it, but they're taking your professional advice as well, when you're selling it to them. So that's definitely a great way to, upsell people to get more, more money, more income coming in. Back to the booking part though, these are my basic prices for some haircuts, different things that I offer. The pictures are the actual pictures of clients that I actually use. I'm not use, I'm sorry, clients that I actually cut. So when you go on my website, not only do you get to see what you're getting, and I'm not just speaking for myself, I'm speaking to y'all out there why it's so important to get you a website. Not only did you get to see what you potentially are getting, the quality of haircuts that you may get, but it's also convenient. If you go to book service, it'll take you to another page real quick. And I actually have my YouTube page right on my website here. So I give discounts to my customers if they go to my YouTube and watch the video. So that's another thing that a website can help you do. It can help you market. It can help you spread your information across different platforms. And I make it simple for them on these websites. On the actual administrative side, you can set it up so if you just click here, it'll take you a link and this will go straight to YouTube. And as you see that link, I just hit that link and boom, it took you straight to that particular video that I want people to watch. That'll not only get your videos up, but it'll also, give you more exposure out there. Get that algorithm rolling so you can actually get more hits and get more likes. Websites also get you out there on Google. It's easier to advertise when you got a website on Google. It's easier to get people to go to your website, and when they're looking you up, even for free, if you don't want to spend any money on AdWords, and you just got the free Google account, after a while, after a certain amount of time of your website being up on Google, they'll start posting it. You'll start getting hits from people that you didn't even pay for, that you didn't even know they were searching for you. They're just searching for mobile barbers, or they're just searching for barbers in your area, and that allows them to actually come to you. So the advantages of having a website is so important, increasing your clientele and increasing the amount of money that you can make on a daily, on a yearly basis. This is once again is Elementor by WordPress. You see here, you go to services. It just has a drop down menu. Not sure if you can see it there, but I'll kind of zoom in on it real quick so you can see. You can click mobile services, shop services, or after hour services, and you click any one of those, and then it'll take you to, what service do you want? Okay, you hit shop, and then the drop down, it'll give you all of the different, haircut prices that you might want to pick. Once you hit that, you can hit your employee. I'm the only employee right now on my website, and it'll go to another screen where you can add additional services, where you can add tips. You hit continue, and it'll go to the actual page right there. So that's what I love about this, man. You can actually, your customers can book haircuts in the middle of the night. I often get haircuts coming in the middle of the night, and they actually have the prepay too. If you click on the date, it'll give you all of the times that are available, that are left, that are available. And one thing that's great about these sites and how you actually can hook them up in the administrative part, that's one thing I love as well. Once you pick a time, you go to continue and you put in your information, and boom, it takes you to the payment page. You check out and you're out. But one thing that I do love about, the websites is that people can book you at any time they want to, at their convenience. And it's like having your own personal secretary. You don't have to worry about booking a haircut appointments, and they pay you in advance. This barber business for years, and I don't know who came up with the idea that barbers should get paid after they get their hair. I'm not sure who came up with that. I'm really not liking that particular person or persons that came up with the idea that you get in the chair, you get a haircut, and then you pay. No, I think you should pay in advance. And with booking apps, you can set it up where the person can actually have to pay you in advance. So that's one thing that I think that people should definitely get involved in. Definitely get you a booking app. It's going to increase your value. It's going to increase your professionalism. It's going to give you an instant secretary. Once again, it's only about $35 a month for this, man. Let me go back to this screen real quick and see if I can show you the administrative side real quick. I don't want to get into too much because I don't want to show any personal information on here. But this is the administrative side of the website. And from this side, you can go to plugins, and you can actually install whatever type of plugins that you want. And plugins are things that actually, like, if you see Booksy was actually on there. I used to use them at first, but then I got out of Booksy. Right now I use a plugin called Amelia. Amelia, that first one right there, Amelia. They are excellent for me. They've updated their app. They've gotten it a little bit, the flow a little bit smoother, a little bit easier, a little bit more pleasing to the eye for the customer. So this is kind of like the administrative side. Once you book an appointment, it will automatically come to your phone. It'll tell you where you got to go. If it's a mobile appointment, the address will tell you where you got to go. It'll immediately link the apps. If it's a shop appointment, it'll let you know what time you need to be there. You already have your day set out for you in advance. You wake up in the morning, you look at your phone, and you can see, okay, your day is already spelled out for you. That's the one thing that I love about appointments. That's why mobile appointments, excuse me, not mobile appointments. That's why appointment apps and booking apps are so important to this game. So important to this game because without it, you can't maximize your day. You cannot maximize the amount of money that you want to make in this game, and you can't charge the amount that you think you can charge. Once you're booked up and you see that you constantly are booked, then you can raise your premium. You can charge a little bit more money. You also have a full database of all your customers. You can easily send out coupons. You can easily send out texts, emails, giving people discounts on haircuts or anything, just reminding people, hey, it's time to come in and get a haircut, time to come in and make an appointment. Little things like that, these appointment apps do for you are very important. So that's my video for today, man. You make sure you get you an appointment app ASAP. They're not that expensive. $30, $35 a month can get you started. Your own website as well, $30, $35 a month. Get you your own website. Doesn't take a lot. If you got PixArt, you can get a free PixArt version on your phone, and that's an app where you can actually kind of design pictures and put words on them and make it look a little a little spicy, a little bit user friendly for the user end. So get that going, man. Get that in your life, man. That's my tip of the day for y'all barbers out there trying to increase your income. Make sure you do that. Make sure you like my channel if you think I'm bringing you good content. I'm dropping knowledge to y'all every week, trying to get it out there. I'm new to the YouTube game, so make sure you subscribe to me. Make sure you tell somebody else. Make sure you like me. My name is Dre, Cuts by Dre, New Styles Mobile Barber. Hey, definitely check me out. Thanks a lot for checking me out, and I'll see you in the next video.
Number one of my class.